Hi there. Excellent. Haven't done a video in a while. I've been traveling and working and traveling and having electrodes put on my head and contrast shot into my veins and blood taken out of my veins. I said, you know, I just had that contrast put in. Is that going to affect these blood tests at all? No, it probably won't. Okay. And I was going to have a test today, my EMG, where they stick needles in you, and they canceled, so now I have to reschedule that. And I'm supposed to get all the results of all this crap Tuesday. Next Tuesday. The Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. To the U.S. I know the Canadians had Thanksgiving already. I'm sorry, missed it. Yes, last week I flew to Tulsa, and then I flew back, and decided that I love Midway Airport. I don't like St. Louis Lambert, and Tulsa's airport is just too long. It's just too long. And with inadequate signage. Inadequate signage. Sarah Palin's book is out. I just wish I could sit down and have a talk with her. Seriously. I do. And I could ask her, do you understand, Mrs. Palin, that if you're going to represent the people of your state or your country or your city, you've been a mayor and you've been a governor and then you quit, you ran for vice president and you're writing a book and all this stuff, if you intend to lead people and represent people, you kind of owe it to them to educate yourself on not just the people who like you, not just the people who believe in you, but to understand the people like me who don't understand you and why you're satisfied with being ignorant of a lot of the issues going around in the world today. Why you're satisfied with being ignorant instead of educating yourself. I wish you would spend this time on this book tour reading. Not your book, but other books. Other people's books, tons of other books. I want you to read a ton of other books. And if you want a book list from me, I'll help you out. But I would love to just sit down with you and ask you, point blank, why don't you educate yourself on the issues that face a lot of people in this country? Why don't you do that? Why? If you think that you are good enough to run for vice president, which you're not, because you're not educated sufficiently for it, and you're not. I'm sorry. I'm not either. I'm a little more educated than you, but not that much. And, you know, it doesn't matter school-wise. It's what you do after school. It's what you read after school. It's what you think and discuss with people on a civilized basis without name-calling and stuff like that. But you cannot let yourself remain ignorant of the world. You can't. The newspaper question was not a trick question. I'm sorry. It wasn't. I don't know why you have this impression that it was, but no, it wasn't a trick question. It was to ask you, where do you get your information? Do you read the New York Times or the Washington Post, or do you read BBC Online, or Chicago Tribune, or Alaska Times, or whatever it is? What do you read? And you never told us what you read. And that's very telling. That is very telling. That means to me, you don't have a leg to stand on. You don't read anything. So, I'm not going to buy the book. That does not mean I am not going to check it out from the library. I won't buy it though. I won't give her a dime until she listens to me. Actually listens to me and my concerns and my hopes and my dreams for the future of this country, and why I think that the Constitution is something she should read on the road. If she doesn't have time to read it, she can always watch my series on the Constitution on this very channel, where I read the whole damn thing. You can listen to it if you want to. Just check out Gabrielized Constitution. You'll find it's the whole Declaration of Independence and all the way through the Constitution read out loud for you. So if you don't have time to read it, whatever, listen to it. I read it as straight as I could, okay? I tried to read it as straight and non-biased as I could. Well, maybe the Declaration of Independence is not that unbiased, but it's a very emotional piece of writing, and I got into it. I'm sorry. But, you know, until you listen to me, you don't get a dime from me, darling. You're scaring me, Sarah. You really scare me. And so do your followers. Please. You have to understand that the real America is not just in Wasilla, but it is also in downtown New York and suburban Chicago. And, you know, it's not just your little area. It's not just your little piece of the world, it's all of us. And it might behoove you to listen to other people and listen to their opinions and think. You know, thinking